Question 18 is looking at inequalities. All right, so inequalities, you are baking for a street bazaar and are given 18 kilos of flour, 10 kilograms of sugar. You want the cakes to be high protein and therefore want to use at least 36 eggs, okay? You are planning to bake 2 types of cakes. The chocolate cake uses 1.5 kilograms of flour, 3 eggs, and 0.4 grams of sugar, and for each unit of cake. Okay, so that's chocolates. All right, so we've got different ingredients, 3 different ingredients. We've got 2 different cakes, looks like it. All right, the cheesecake uses flour, eggs, and sugar, each unit of cake. Okay, X is the number of units of chocolate cake, and Y is the number of cheesecakes. Okay, so that's important. So X is chocolate cake. Okay, Y is cheesecake. Right, if X is the number of units of chocolate cake and Y is the number of units of cheesecake. Okay, I've got those two. All right, then I need to look at the ingredients. All right, so you are baking a street bazaar and are given these ingredients. Okay, so you are planning to bake 2 types of cake. A chocolate cake. A chocolate cake needs, what does it need? Flour, eggs, and sugar. Okay, the flour is 1.8 kilograms. The eggs is 3, and the sugar is 0.4 kilograms. All right, what else do we have? Okay, we've got the cheesecake. Okay, the cheesecake in terms of flour, 0.75 kg. 2 eggs and 0.6 kg of sugar. Alright, so if I'm looking at the flour, the eggs, and the sugar, I just need to put in the variables. Alright, so chocolate cake is X, cheesecake is Y. Alright, so if I'm looking at flour, how much flour do I have? 18 kilograms of flour. Alright, so I'm going to have 1.8 X plus 0.75 Y must be less than or equal 18 kilograms of flour. Okay, so the number of cakes times the amount of flour it needs per cake. Right, let's do the eggs. The eggs will be 3x plus 2y must be less than or equal at least. Oh, okay, so you want the cakes to be high protein and therefore want to use at least 36 eggs. So at least 36 eggs. So that means greater than or equal 36 eggs. Okay, this was the flour. That's the eggs. All right, so more than 36 eggs, less than 18 kilograms of flour. All right, and then if we do the sugar, 0.4 x plus 0.6 y. Okay, how much sugar do we have? 10 kilograms. So less than or equals 10 kilograms. And that's the sugar. Okay, obviously x and y must be greater than 0. All right, so there, you can't have no cakes. All right, must be greater than 0. What else? What else do we have? We had the flour, we had the eggs, we had the sugar. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's choose the right options. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, here. 1.8x plus 0.7y less than or equal to 18. That one looks right. That one looks right. That one looks right. Okay, so 1, 2, or 4. 3x plus 2y greater than or equal to 36. That looks right. 3x plus 2y greater. Okay, that's less than. Okay, so it must be this one. It must be option 1. 0.4x plus 0.6y less than or equals to 10, and then x and y greater than 0. That's option 1. Option 1. Okay, question 19. Question 19. Okay, they've given you those linear equations. The feasible region represented by the above constraint. Okay, so this will be, this you have to use the diagram provided. And you've got to apply what you know here in terms of the constraints. Okay, so x and y must be greater than 0. X and y greater than 0. Yes, it's greater than 0. Yes, it's greater than 0. Greater than 0. Greater than 0. Okay, so all of them are greater than 0. Okay, so that's fine. All right, we need to look at the equations though. Okay, so let's look at equation number, let's look at this first one, the 250. Okay, x plus y must be less than or equal to 250. All right, 250 would be the y-intercept, so that would have been this one, this formula. Here's the equation. Okay, so if x plus y must be less than 250, all right, so x and y, so choose any point. Let's choose this point. Okay, x and y is less than, it must be on this side of the diagram. Okay, so arrows will be pointing that side. Okay, next equation. All right, let's look at this one. Okay, this would be y equals minus 2x plus 300. Okay, that will be the equation. So the intercept is 300. So this must be that one. Okay, so that's the one I'm looking at. 2x plus y must be greater than or equal to 300. All right, so if it's greater than, I need to choose an amount. So if I look at a point on this side, if I take the origin, okay, if I put 0, 0 here, if I put 0 here and 0 here, 0 plus 0 is 0. Is 0 greater than 300? No, it's not. Okay, so for this line, I need to be on that side. Okay, last equation. Okay, let's check the linear programming with this. All right, so 6x plus 2y less than or equal to that. So if I had to make this as a straight line, it'll be 2y equals minus 6x plus 840. Okay, so y equals minus 3x, okay, plus divide by 2, it'll be 420. All right, so that means we've got this line. Okay, so for that line, okay, again, choose any values. I'm going to choose 0 and 0. Okay, 6 times 0 is 0, 2 times 0 is 0. 0 and 0 is 0. Is 0 less than 840? Yes. So I want it to be on that side. Okay, so where do we meet the inequality? Let's go and check. Okay, so for this one, this shaded area meets that line. It doesn't meet the red line. That one's out. It meets the green line. Okay, so because it doesn't meet the red line, it's out. Okay, for this one, they've shaded that portion in. Okay, is it above there? No. Is it below there? No. So this one's out. Okay, for this one, is it above there? The red one is also out. Is it below there? It's also out. Okay. This one. Is it below the blue? It is below the blue. Is it above the red? It is above the red. Is it below the black? It is below the black. So there's that error. There's the section. Okay, so this is the correct one. That one's out, that one's out, that one's out. Option 4. Okay, number 20 question. Question 20 says, determine the maximum value of this subject to the feasible region below. Okay, so they've obviously drawn the diagram for you. Okay, so we're looking at this equation and we're looking at the maximum. So obviously it'll either be here at point A, there at point B, or there at point C, or at that point. Okay, so you have 4 possible options in terms of answers where a maximum will potentially occur. All right, so we need to identify those amounts. Right, so what is the x value here? This x value for A, okay, let me actually do this on the Excel spreadsheet. Okay, let me write the formula down. P equals 120x plus 95y. Okay, obviously you want to maximize the profit, and then you've got different points. Okay, so A's point is 0, and it looks like 250 to me on the diagram. Yeah. Okay, B. Let's see what B is. B would be difficult to read off these figures. And they don't even give you the formulas unless, okay, 19 and 20 are separate. Okay, you can't use these formulas for 20, but they've given you the maximum. All right, so you're going to have to identify what those potential values are. Let's just have a look here. Okay, if B is in the middle here, this would be what? It's in the middle. So 210, 180, so it'll be 90, 20, it's 180, so half of that would be, let's add the 2, divide by 2. So 210 plus 180, okay, equals 390, divided by 2 is 195. All right, so 195 would be that point there. And then if I scroll down, B is in between. Where's the straight line? Let's use a straight line. Come on, why can't I draw a straight line? Here. There. Okay. Alright, so that would be, I'd say about halfway, almost. So about 50. Okay, let's use 195 and 50 for B. Okay, so B would be 50 and 195. All right, C. C is definitely on 120. And it looks like 60 to me, yeah. Okay, so 120 and 60. Okay, D is, okay, there's D. D is on 140. That's where D is. D is on 140. Yeah, D is on 140. Perfect. All right, great. Okay, so we've got 140 there. We've got 0. Okay, so now we need to plug those values in. All right, so what is P going to be? Okay, P is going to be 120 times 120 times 0 plus 95 times 250, close brackets, enter. Okay, there's the one figure. Then I need to replace the other ones. Okay, so this one will be 50, 50 and 195. Okay, this one will be 120 and 60. Okay, and then this one would be, this is the other way around. Sorry, I've written this the wrong way around. It should be 140, 140 and 0. Okay, y-axis is 0. Let me just swap this around. 140 and 0. Right, because we were looking at this there. X-axis 140, y-axis 0. Alright, so the maximum, looking at this, should be around B. B is, okay, there, we've got options. Okay, so option 1, no. Option 1, that's for C. Option 2, 2, 4, 5, 2, 5. Yeah, definitely. Okay, option B. Option B, well, when I say option B, I'm referring to the point B. Okay, point B, which is option 2. Okay, option 2's answer is that.